I've actually spent some time looking into other people's artworks, but there is one particular artist that I've actually liked the works they do. So within this video, I'm actually going to talk about this particular artist who goes by the username WLOP online. Of course, there is an Instagram account for this artist, but I do think that there is a lot to talk about. Like, I like the way he actually makes atmospheres within the artworks he creates. Within this video, I'm going to specifically just focus on one of his artworks in order for me to give you a far much more simpler understanding of what exactly it is that I'm getting at. The easiest way I can actually start this video is by asking the intentions the artist had. What is the intention that this artist actually had when making this artwork? What I believe is the intention that this artist actually had when making this artwork is to create a closed space. So what is a closed space? A closed space is a term that I'm actually going to use in order for me to describe a certain type of composition that was used by this artist within this artwork, in which the artist limited the amount of things in the artwork that you can actually see so as to draw your attention to specific parts of the artwork, therefore making it easier for the artist to get you immersed or to create a certain type of atmosphere. If the intention the artist actually had in making this artwork was to create this certain type of composition, then what exactly was the reason the artist actually created this composition in the first place? What I believe is the reason why this artist actually created this composition in the first place was to convey a certain type of emotion. If what exactly was the reason that this artist actually created this artwork was to convey this kind of emotion, what exactly was this emotion this artist was trying to convey? But in order for me to actually answer this question, I'll start by asking another question: where would we look for the answer? Of course, I believe we would look for the answer to this question within the artwork itself. If we actually have to look within the artwork in order for us to know what the answer to this question actually is, then what exactly are the things within the artwork that we have to look for or to look at? We need to look at the placement of things within the artwork. So what do I mean by placement of things? The way things are arranged within the artwork, like colors. So why the placement? Well, when it comes to an artwork, what I think determines the type of emotion or message the artwork is trying to express mainly depends on the things that are within the artwork and how they are arranged. Here is what I know about the composition. The artist limited the amount of things that you can actually see within this artwork by using the environment. Therefore, it made it easier for the artist to draw attention to specific parts of the artwork. The first thing that I paid attention to were the lights, then the character or the subject, then the street. Then what I think directed my attention to the character was how the saturated colors of the background contrasted with the character, making her stand out more, and how the warmer light hits her. As to what exactly it is that I think directed my attention to the parts of the street here was the perspective used by the environment the artist created within this artwork, and how the colors and the light draw you to that part of the artwork. The rain creates a cold atmosphere, which saturates the darker tones of the colors used on the environment into the background, contrasting with the lighter, warmer tones of the lights. The limitation created by the darker tones of the background make you pay attention to the moment being created within this artwork. The people in the street make the artwork look a little bit more lively, but also create this kind of isolation for the character or the subject. The fabric the character is wearing seem to depict this kind of breeze, which therefore intensifies the level of immersion into this very cold atmosphere being created within this artwork. The down-up perspective is the thing that can get you immersed in the entirety of the artwork. The architecture, the clothing of the character, the umbrella, and the light like lanterns kind of give you this sense of time. Based on these things that I've seen within this artwork, I could only say that it gives off this lonely, sad feeling.